What time you got?
I've got 11:50.
So it's time to drink beer.
If we must, we'll go drink a beer.
He is Michael Scooby, a man who writes a beer column for the Atlanta newspapers and a man who has learned his way around the city's brew pubs.
Good grief. We've got to drink a double at lunch?
Let's go ahead and get set up.
Each location features beer brewed on the premises in large vats by local brewmasters who sweat the details and live for the results.
I know we sound cocky about it, but I like it, and I'm good at it. And this is me in a glass, man.
Let's try this, the Münchner. This is their signature beer.
And each pub, like the Phoenix, has a half dozen or more varieties.
This is a soft beer. You can taste the soft maltiness. I think this beer is quite silky, voluptuous.
I'm supposed to sniff it?
But the tastes vary widely.
This is not a beer for the beginner. Careful now.
And with dozens of styles ahead of us,
I prefer a hoppier style.
we set out on a daylight brew pub tour with the designated photographer doubling as the driver.
I came from a family that drank a lot of beer. Not tons of it, but pretty regularly. I love good beer. We're at Percy's Fish House in Buckhead. Why don't we start with the wheat beer?
Each brew pub offers what it calls a sampler.
Yummy.
This is really one of the best beers in town.
And each sample is supposed to accommodate the varying demands of the clientele.
It's a sensory experience.
The lip thing, what's that?
Oh, that's a tick I've had since childhood. A person drinking beer from a bottle, from a can, isn't tasting that beer.
It tastes like beer in a can.
It tastes like Schlitz. Doug Nace, why do you not drink beer from a bottle or a can?
If you were to have it out of a bottle or out of a plastic cup, you lose a lot of the beer.
You might as well drink a Coca-Cola.
We're going to Rock Bottom in Buckhead.
The beers in each brew pub range from smoky chocolate-colored stouts and porters to the Budweiser-colored lagers that are sure to draw a less discerning crowd.
Why is there no head at all on this beer?
Very hard to get a head off that just because it's so light.
I'll bet that's one of your best sellers too, isn't it?
Our best seller.
Every brew pub has to make a light beer to satisfy people who don't drink beer. This is not my favorite, and it's not the brewer's fault. I prefer the India Pale Ale.
Scooby says each of Atlanta's brew pubs has something to offer somebody.
We are at John Harvard's in Buckhead.
You getting a headache yet?
No, I feel great. Do you?
I feel great too.
Now this is a Scotch ale. This is a very good interpretation of an old recipe.
It's almost like it's too thick.
You think?
Viscous?
Like Valvoline.
I think that's not a bad description.
If we have enough people to request something, we'll brew it. Just as long as it's under 6%.
We're at the Mill in Midtown.
9 brew
I think
pubs?
there are 9 now, right, yeah.
Each one of them probably has a half dozen beers.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
So 54 locally brewed brew pub beers in town. How many of them you think are any good?
Half of them. A third of them. This is the IPA. Actually, that's not bad. That's okay. Most winter beers I'm not nutty about. Ooh, you're shivering. Ooh.
You want to try it? This is the wheat.
Oh, I can't drink that. That's hideous. But some people like that.
There were moments that gave one appreciation for the sometimes bland consistency found not in a brew pub, but rather in a beer can.
This is not a brew pub. Would you ever in your life order Pabst Blue Ribbon?
In a can?
One PBR, tall boy. That's the stuff.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, it's the finest beer served in America.
That's a grim world, isn't it?
It's good for you. Colder the better. The more the better.
I've never drunk this much beer in a long time.